What's up guys, Thiago here from Next Level Tennis. In today's lesson, we are going to break down the complete modern forehand technique using one of the hottest young talents in the world right now, Brazilian rising star João Fonseca. João already has one of the heaviest and most explosive forehands on ATP Tour, and what makes it even more interesting is that his technique follows the same modern patterns used by players like Jannik and Carlos Alcaraz. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how this modern forehand is built. And the best part is, you don't need to be a professional tennis player to apply these concepts. Whether you are a recreational player or a competitive athlete, these technical details can completely transform your forehand. So, if you enjoy tennis technique content and want to improve your game, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and welcome to Next Level Tennis. Now, let's dive into the modern forehand technique of João Fonseca. To hit a great forehand, you need to start the right way by performing the split step exactly at the moment your opponent makes contact with the ball. The split step helps place you in balance, in an athletic position, and in the perfect condition to make your positioning adjustments efficiently. The second thing you should copy from the Brazilian player's forehand technique is his early preparation. Notice that as soon as he recognizes which side the ball is coming to, usually when the ball is crossing over the net, he already begins his preparation by rotating his body to the right side with both hands still connected to the racket. This can be considered the position of maximum energy storage for the forehand. Notice how João, with his upper body fully coiled and his legs slightly apart and flexed, is an extremely athletic position to hit a massive forehand. It's also important to highlight the high racket position, which allows him to use gravity to his advantage in order to generate more energy through the racket drop. All of these elements together put the Brazilian player in the ideal position to start the stroke in the most efficient way possible. Now, let's continue and understand how energy is transferred into the player's forehand. As the racket drops, the player also begins rotating the trunk back in the opposite direction, the uncoiling phase. This movement is led by the non-dominant arm, which clears the space in front of the body by moving toward the left side and finishing almost in front of the left shoulder. This movement, combined with a relaxed dominant arm, causes the butt cap of the racket to point toward the ball and creates a whip effect, which amplifies the acceleration and power of the player's forehand. If the combination of all these movements and positions makes it much easier for a player to generate great power on the forehand, in order to avoid making too many mistakes, it's also important that you understand one of the key things your stroke needs to have to achieve excellent control and consistency, and that is the swing path your tennis racket must follow during the execution of the forehand. In general, we want the racket to strike the ball with an upward motion. For a right-handed player, the racket should start on the right side and below the height of the ball, so you can swing forward, upward, and to the left, almost like a windshield wiper motion, allowing you to transfer maximum rotation to the ball, which we call topspin. This spin is what provides outstanding control and gives you the ability to accelerate your forehand while still maintaining excellent ball control and consistency. So I'm sure that if you put together all the pieces of this forehand puzzle, you'll be able to develop a very reliable and efficient shot, one that should become one of the main weapons in every tennis player's game. Of course, to have a forehand like João Fonseca's, a truly devastating forehand, there's also the intensity aspect that we apply to the shot to make it such a powerful weapon, and that is also related to each player's physical capabilities. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and send it to the tennis friend of yours who definitely needs these tips. And I also want to hear from you in the comments. Do you think there is any forehand on tour right now that is even more dangerous than João Fonseca's? And if you want me to help you improve your technique, your game strategy, or even choose the ideal racket for your level and playing style, check out the link in the description and also the first pinned comment. Thanks for watching, guys, big hug, and I'll see you in the next video.